What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Zebec today, ZBCN. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, all right? It is the 17th day of October. Here we are at about $0.00393, 1 hour and 38 minutes left. No, that's not right. In the 4-hour time frame, yes. In the daily time frame, 9 hours and 38 minutes left. A little bit of a wick down. I have to admit, I think ZBCN is doing better than the average altcoin today, isn't it? Let's just see. Others. Let's look at this real quick and see. Others, let's check you out here and see. The average altcoin today is down 4%. So you're only down 2%. That's nice to see. Now, in our day-to-day analysis, there's been a handful of coins that have consistently outperformed the average altcoin with this drop. That doesn't mean that they're not dropping, but they're just dropping less. You're not seeing as dramatic of drops. ZBCN is one of them. And I hope you guys are paying attention because coins like that, everybody's focused on Zora or Zcash, the coins that are green right now. But I think focusing on the coins that are handling this drop well, they're still dropping, but they're not dropping as much. That's also a kind of a key ingredient into the days and the weeks ahead that are likely going to promote growth for various projects. I think ZBCN is showing its strength even in times of weakness, and that's a positive to lean on for sure. If we're looking at this on the short-term time frames, looking at the 1 hour time frame here, I actually want to look at this with volume. I find volume is much more helpful on the short terms. It's helpful on the long term too, but it's not really necessary. The long term stuff, there's so much going on, you don't really need it. Short term here, not a lot of volume on the drop, though we did see more volume on the drop than we are seeing currently on the pump. However, the move up, we are seeing about average volume, which is nice to see. Lower highs overall. You probably do find turbulence here and move back down, and that's fine. The 1 hour RSI looking like you've got some resistance here. Yes, lower highs, you can see it, right? All in line there, kind of right there. Lower highs, maybe it's this lower high that you're doing and you're breaking out of it, but I would think here being at the 50, being at a lower high in this kind of trajectory here, I think we are going to find resistance. We probably do come down. That would be my expectation. Come down, get a higher low, bounce off that oversold zone, get a lower low there. We probably do return to prices below 00366. That'd be my guess. And I want to be very clear in saying that we're very near the end of this drop. We're very much near the end of this drop. Okay, Bitcoin liquidation levels on a 1 day time frame. The shorts are all the way up at like $5 billion. Okay, there's a ton of longs still. There's still like $2 billion in longs, unfortunately, at the lows. So we're probably going to drop based off of that. On a 30-day period, the amount of shorts that are piled on is something like 20 billion. We finally have over $20 billion in shorts over the past 30 days, and the longs are just decimated. The reckoning is coming for the bearish side. It definitely is, but we're in the thick of it now, and it's going to get thick before it gets thin, baby. We're probably going to see, I would think today, some recovery. I really do think today's probably going to mark the low, if not tomorrow. Okay, we're probably going to find our low between today and tomorrow. Today is Friday. Oh, it's the weekend. Do I want to say that? We could find our low over the weekend. The weekend is typically boring and we don't really do too much. So I'm expecting some funky looking price action, probably range bound, volatile price action over the weekend, but not crazy range bound, very tight range bound. Today really could be the low, if not over the coming days. We're very near. We're very near it, both in a time perspective and a percentage perspective, where we're going to see a little bit of recovery throughout the markets. Wouldn't be surprised if ZBCN recovered as well, but for the time being on this 1 hour time frame, a little bit of downside is to be expected. Okay. Overall, the MACD is clearly bearish. The stochastics are also bearish. You're getting higher highs here while promoting lower highs there. Doing the same thing on the RSI, bearish on the 1 hour. Come on down. Come on down. 4 hour time frame here. Looking at this, I do like the bounce in this area. I think that's nice. We still have an hour and a half left in this 4 hour candle. Let's see if it upholds. You know, I have to admit, looking at this 4 hour candle, this is a really good looking bottom look, in my opinion. It's a really good looking bottoming candle, if I had to guess. However, if we close, if we close this 4 hour candle with more wick than body, I would say that's indicative that we are going to go a little bit lower. And again, it's fine if we go lower. We're not in trouble if we go lower. It's fine if we do go lower, you guys. It's really not a problem. I want to look at this low to high here before the big drop on the 10th there. We're at the 1886 area. We could go, if we were to go a little bit lower, I think 0035 to 0033 holds as support, okay? Somewhere in that zone there. Maybe 00327. If we were to go low, that'd be like the lowest I'd give us is 00327. I doubt we go below there. Daily time frame here, looking at this, definitely shaving the bottom here. Looking at the, did we even look at the indicators on the 4-hour time frame? The stochastics are bearish. The MACD is bearish. The RSI looks like it wants to bounce here, right? That's what we were saying. But it just depends, right? If we close this candle here or lower, we're probably going to come back down. That'd be my guess. Yeah. Close this candle or close any 4-hour candle above about 204. And if you close a 4-hour candle above 204, I'd very much believe your low is in. Okay, I'd very much believe that. Daily time frame, same thing. The RSI overall is very bullish. We're at areas where we found support before, but we're not. I mean, maybe we find support right now, but we're not showing signs that we have just yet. So we could go lower, is what I'm trying to say. We could go a little bit lower, and it's still fine. We could even go a little bit lower than a little bit lower. We could go lower than any of these lows here. As long as we're not getting oversold, I think that we're fine. Getting overbought, living above the 50 predominantly. Right? I think we're at a good opportunity to buy, not a good opportunity to panic sell and let loose your bags. Stochastics are bullish as well. You're right at the 50. This is a perfect area to bounce. So we're seeing signs, or we're seeing readings in the stochastics and the RSI that we normally get when we do bounce, and the MACD as well, even right here. Bouncing off the zero is something that's very common to do. However, if we're looking at this trajectory, these like higher lows right here, it wouldn't be crazy at all if we went a little bit lower first in the MACD. So again, all these indicators saying the same thing, right? We're at a place to bounce. It's okay if we go a little bit lower. We can allow for that to happen. So either today's the low, the next day, or the next day. It's something very, very soon is going to be the low. And it's not that far away as far as price action is concerned. We'll recover. Next week should be good. I'm assuming it'll be good. That doesn't mean that we're seeing new all-time highs, but it should be good. We should be. I wouldn't be surprised at all if by the end of next week ZBCN was back above 205. I wouldn't be surprised in the least if that happened. But I do believe that we've got a little bit lower to go first, consolidation, and then whenever it's time, we'll break out. If and when we do get above 005, 0052, we'll be breaking out of this triangle. And when we break out of this triangle, we're ready to rip to our new all-time high target destinations, right? And we've well established at this point that we're taking 2 cents off the out of the equation. It might be something to pay attention to, but I'm just taking it out of the equation. Maybe we find some significance there, just on principle. But overall, I expect this move to take us up to 3 cents at a minimum. That's the new minimum, and 7.7 cents at a maximum. This is the zone that we're focusing on, where for a long time throughout this range, we've been focusing on this zone, 2 cents to 4.5 cents. It's now moved up. You graduated. You're seeing a 3 cent to a 7.7 cent target. And that's mainly because of just how well this consolidation phase has been, how bullish it does look, how long you've consolidated. I very much do believe you're going to see continuation based off of this move that will be larger than what we saw prior. So if it's going to be larger, we likely will, I think, get above 4.5 cents. There's a strong chance, you guys, that by the end of November, let alone by the end of the year, that we're at 6 to 7 cents, 6 to 8 cents, I should say. By the end of the year, we might even be higher than that. Who knows? But that's the next destination point, however long it takes us to get there. I don't care if it takes us until 2026. No, I'm just kidding. May of 2026. No, it probably doesn't take us that long. However long it takes us to get here, though, I think 3 cents to 7.7 cents is the zone to pay attention to. And I really do like the idea of 4.5 cents and beyond being the area that we're going to. So Zebecians, things are only getting more exciting. More exciting because the target areas to expect are higher, more exciting because the price is at some of the lowest levels it's been and the targets are higher. Like it's a prime opportunity to get in right now, and I'm sure I'm not the only person seeing this. Zebec with this pump, while everything else is kind of being boring, you stood out, you were a shining star. People tend to pay attention to this, right? They put you on their watch list, they check in every now and then. Looking at you right now, you're holding up better than the average altcoin by far this week, right? I mean, if we're looking at this on a weekly time frame, the average altcoin actually you're actually not holding up better. You're down 11. The average altcoin's down 11% and you're down 12%, to be fair. But today you are holding up better than the average altcoin with this drop. So I think there's something to be said there, and we will continue to rally. We will see some fantastic growth in a very short amount of time. I don't have anything else to say. I think I've said it all. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Stay away from leverage trading. Just stay away, guys. It's better with everything being on sale right now. You know what I've learned too? With everything being on sale, there's no need to leverage trade. But you know what I've learned is that in crypto, you really don't need leverage. You can just spot trade, man. We got 24/7 markets. Ain't nothing wrong with spot trading. I leverage trade. I lose money for fun, okay, or make money for fun. There's the, you know, it's largely I am profitable with leverage trading, but I make most of my money. Most of my money is made from spot investments. I really just leverage trade to, what's the word, kick the habit, right, to feed the beast a little bit, right, to have some fun. I actually got reamed. I actually got cleared out last night because I was long on Bitcoin. I thought they were going to move up, and I got cleared out. Didn't set any stop losses, but it was a very small position. It wasn't a big deal. Still got a lot, enough funds in the account to fund more trades. I am planning on opening up another long, but with that being said, again, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Just stay away from leverage trading. It's not worth it. Okay, it's really not worth it. It's best to probably just put your money in spot positions, to be fair. Anyways, take care, you guys. I'll see you on the next one, okay? Hit the like button, subscribe. Bye bye.